Alright, it is officially time. Hi everyone, welcome to Dumbbell Strength. My name's Amber Langford. I'm going to be running you through your workout today. For today's workout, we are going to be doing some full body combination exercises. We're going to be focusing on one exercise at a time. We're going to be doing 3 rounds of each exercise, taking about 40 seconds to about 60-second rests in between. Once we've done 3 rounds, we'll move on to the next combination exercise. Let's go ahead and get started. Press start on those fitness watches if you'd like to track today's workout. And then let's begin our warm up. We're gonna start first with some arm swings, crossing our arms in front, opening in the back. Feel free to alternate that top crossing arm. Really focusing on squeezing those shoulder blades together in the back, opening that chest. Let's do one more arm swing here, and then we're gonna do the same movements, but now one arm is going to swing up, one is swinging low, crossing in the center, and then switching sides. Other arm goes high and low. Making a nice diagonal line with those arms, crossing in front first. Let's do one more swing each direction, and then we're gonna go right into our marches. Bringing those knees up, bumping that opposite arm, getting those legs working here now as well. Trying to get those knees as close to your chest as you can. If you feel any irritation in your hip flexors, you can feel free just to tap in front and get those arms pumping still. One more each side, transitioning to a kick and reach. So we're gonna kick one leg out, reaching for it with that opposite hand, getting a little bit of rotation through our spine. Only kicking up as high as we can to where we feel just a little bit of a stretch. One more each side. Transition to our butt kickers next. Pressing those hips forward. We're gonna bring those heels up, trying to tap those glutes. Alternating side to side. Doing our best to keep those feet flexed. Activating those hamstrings. Stretching out those quads. One more to each side, and then last warm-up exercise, wide stance. We're gonna do our sumo scoop ups. So I want those legs a little wider than shoulder width, feet are turned out. We're gonna take our arms, we're going to bend at the waist, reaching our hands down to the ground. Once you've gone as far as you can, you're going to squat, sumo squat, and then scoop those arms up tall, returning to standing, and repeat, reach, squat, and scoop on up. Trying to get just a little bit closer to the ground, a little bit deeper with each repetition. We're gonna do one more here. Very nice. Shake it out, and then let's go ahead and get started with exercise number 1. So like I mentioned, we're doing a combination exercise today. First combination we're gonna be doing is a deadlift to a row. So we're gonna be using 2 dumbbells for this one. I'll demonstrate the exercise first, and then we'll perform it together. For this exercise, I'm gonna go a little bit more into that medium range for weight. You can go lighter if you would like for that row. So for myself, I have my 15s here. What we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be standing with our feet forward. Legs are about hip width apart. We're gonna have our hands right on the outsides of our thighs. From here, we're going to bend at the waist, going into our deadlift first. So hips go back, Back is flat. Lowering those hands down to right about our kneecaps. Noticing I do have a slight knee bend here. I really just want to make sure that knee is staying stacked over my ankle. At the bottom of the deadlift, we're going to add a row. So elbows come up, shoulder blades squeeze together, straightening those arms, and then we're going to push down through our heels and stand tall. So it's a deadlift first, back is flat, rowing up, and then standing tall. We're going to do 12 reps here today. On that row, making sure your elbows are staying close to your body. Everyone grab those weights and get ready to get in position. We're starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's work, bending at the waist. And row. And stand. That's 1. 11 more to go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, halfway. 7, 8, 9, 3 more. 10, 11, and 12. Great job. Go ahead and set those weights down. We're going to give it about 40 to 60 seconds of rest. During all these rest breaks, you can feel free to just move about your space, grab some water. I like to keep moving while I'm resting just to keep myself warm and ready to go. But feel free to do whatever you need to do to get ready for round 2. We're going to be doing 3 rounds and then we're moving on to a new exercise. Let's give it another 20 seconds of rest. Feel free to shake those arms out. Get ready. Grab your weights once again because we're starting in just 10 seconds. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Bending at the waist, deadlift down, rowing up, standing tall. Good, that's 2. Making sure your belly button is pulling deep into your spine. That'll help keep your core engaged and your back flat. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, almost there. 11, and 12. Great work. Set it down, shake it out. 40 to 60 seconds of rest. Doing whatever you need to do to get ready for round 3. Stretching those forearms out. Sometimes they get a little tight from holding on to those weights. All right, 15 more seconds, and then we're getting started with our 3rd and final round of this exercise. Let's grab those weights. Get ready, getting in position. We're gonna start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's work. Deadlift down, rowing up, and standing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, almost there, we're over halfway. 8, 9, 10, last 2, 11, and 12. Great work. Go ahead and set those weights down. Grab some water if you need it. We are moving on to exercise number 2. So a whole new exercise. We're gonna be doing 3 rounds. I'll demonstrate first. We're gonna be doing a squat to alternating bicep curls. So for this exercise, I'm gonna move down in my weights and go just a little bit lighter on this one. Still kind of keeping it with that light to medium weight range. We're gonna have our legs a little bit closer for this one. Legs are gonna be about hip to shoulder width apart. Hands are still gonna be off to the sides, feet forward. We're gonna go into a squat, setting those hips down and back. Back is flat. Standing tall, we're gonna do a single arm hammer curl. Adding that bicep curl before going back down to a squat. Standing tall, switching sides, curling on that opposite arm. For our hammer curls, I like to think bringing that thumb up to the shoulder. Up to a nice neutral grip. Kind of that side view, squatting low, tall, single arm curl. We're gonna do 10 to each side. So 10 curls each side, 20 squats in total though. Grab your weights. We're gonna get started in just 3, 2, 1. Squatting down, standing tall, single arm curl, and repeat. That's 1. Back stays flat, feet stay forward. I want those knees tracking with your feet as well. That's 2. Three. 4. 'Only going as low as you can in that squat, staying in that nice comfortable range of motion. That's 6, we're over halfway. 7. 8, last 2 to each side. 9, 10. Great work, set them down. Shake it out, give yourself a little breather, a little break. Get your water, move out your space. We're taking the 40 to 60 second rest break before moving back to round 2. Shake it out. Feel free just to do some side to side steps. Keeping that body moving. Another 20 seconds, and then same exercise for round 2. Let's start getting ready, grabbing those weights, getting in position. Feet are still about hip to shoulder width apart. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Squat and curl. And other side. 2, or sorry, that's just 1. Now we're at 2. And 3. 4. 5, halfway. 6, keep breathing, keep working. That's 7, 8, almost there. Last 2, each side. 9, 1 more. And 10, and done. That was round 2, completed. 1 more round to go. Enjoying that rest break while we can. Shake those legs out, shake those arms out. Those quads are a little tight. You can do a few of those butt kickers, pressing those hips forward, or even a little bit of a standing lunge. Opening those hips. "20 more seconds. And then it's in for that final round. Let's grab those weights, get ready, get in position. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's work. Squat and curl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, halfway. 6, getting closer. Keep it moving. 7, 8, last 2. Keeping that form just as good on these last few. 1 more here. And done. Very good. Shake it out. We're moving on. Exercise number 3. For exercise number 3, we only need 1 weight for this one. I'm going to stick with that same weight, so kind of go in that light to medium range. For this one, we're going to be in a wide stance. We're doing a stationary or static side lunge to an upright row. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to have our legs wide. I want our feet facing forward. Legs should be wider than shoulder width. We're going to start first with that weight in our right hand, and we're going to be doing a left side lunge. So we're going to shift our weight over to the left, reaching that weight down towards our ankle, bending at the waist, bending at the knee. On the opposite leg, we're keeping that leg straight or just kind of a soft knee bend. From here, we're going to stand tall, and then we're going to drive that elbow up, do a nice upright row. As we drive our elbow up, that weight stays close to our body. So I'm going to show you that nice side view of this one. Shifting our weight over to the left, reaching that weight down towards our ankle, back is flat, standing tall, driving that elbow up, keeping that weight close to our body. We are going to do 10 in one direction, then we're going to switch hands and do 10 in the opposite direction. So let's get ready. Grab those weights, or weight, I guess, for this one. Weights in the right hand. We're working that left leg first. In 3, 2, 1. Reaching that weight down. Standing tall. Upright row, driving that elbow. Good, that's 2. 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, almost on the side, 8, last 2, 9, and 10. Quickly shake it out. And switching hands, moving in the opposite direction. We're gonna be working that right leg and that left arm. In 3, 2, 1, here we go. Side lunge, reaching down at the ankle, driving that elbow up, keeping that weight close to our body throughout the whole exercise. That's 2. Our back stays nice and flat. 3, 4, 5, halfway. 6, 7, 8, almost there. 9, and 10. Great job. Shake it out and enjoy your rest break. Give it another 30 seconds here. Letting those muscles take a little breather. Let that body recover. We still have 2 more rounds of this one. We're gonna start in 15. So let's grab those weights. Get ready. Oh, sorry. Just kidding, we only need 1 weight. Grabbing that single weight, then getting ready, getting in position. Wide stance, feet forward. Holding onto that weight with the right hand to begin. We're gonna start in 3, 2, 1. Side lunge, reaching that weight down. Standing tall. Upright row 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, halfway. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great job. Shake it out, switching hands. Working the other side in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Side lunge. Stand tall. Upright row 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, last 2, 9, and 10. Great work. Set it down, shake it out. Taking that breather, we have 1 more round of this exercise. For our next exercise, we are going to be on the ground. I do have a standing variation for those of you that are not comfortable in a kneeling position. So if you would like, we're going to give it about 15 more seconds, but if you need a little more cushion, that following exercise, during the next rest break, you can grab and use a folded up towel, blanket, or a pillow for some added cushion underneath those knees. We don't need it quite yet, so let's grab that weight, get ready, get in position. We have 1 last round of the side lunge to upright row. Starting in 3, 2, 1, here we go. Lunge and upright row 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, and 10. Shake it out, switching sides in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Lunge and up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great job. Shake it out. We are transitioning down to the ground for our next exercise. We're going to be doing a combination of a bird dog and a reverse fly. So I'm using my light weights for this one. I'm sticking with my 5-pound weights. For this exercise, we're going to be on the ground. Like I mentioned, I have a standing variation that I'll show you as well as an option. For this one, we're going to be on our hands and our knees in this all fours position. I want our shoulders stacked right over those wrists. We're going to be holding on to both weights just for a little bit more support for those wrists. I want your hips stacked right over those knees. You can leave a little gap between your legs for some comfort too. Excuse me. From here, variation number 1, we are going to do a full bird dog with that reverse fly. So we're going to extend our right leg out, keeping that back flat. We're going to lift that opposite arm, so that left arm for this one, out to a T, bringing it down, in, and then we switch. Other leg extends out, doing that reverse fly on that right arm. For our reverse flies, we're keeping a soft elbow bend, bringing the arm out, shoulder blade comes in towards our spine. If that's a little bit too much instability and a little bit too much balance work, you can keep that toe on the ground, extending that leg out, but the toe stays on the ground. Adding that fly. Or you can keep both knees on the ground the whole time and just do the alternating single arm reverse fly. So similar to that standing position, that last one I just mentioned, we can be in that nice bent over position, arms in front, and then we can add single arm fly and just alternate sides. This is our standing variation here. We are going to do 8 to each side of this exercise, working that opposite arm, opposite leg the whole time. Let's get ready. We're gonna start in 3, 2, 1. Extending that leg if we can. Fly up, opposite arm, in, and switch. Keeping that nice soft elbow. Shoulder blade pulls into our spine. That's 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, almost there. 7, one more each side. 8, and done. Shake those arms out. Take your breather. Grab some water. Taking a good rest break here before we're going back to round 2. Because this exercise has a lot of variations we can do, you can feel free for round 2, trying that next variation if you're feeling comfortable and confident. If it is too challenging at any point, you can feel free to move back to a more stable position. The goal here is just to get our body to work and move in different ways than maybe we're used to. We're gonna give it another 20 seconds and then we'll get right back into it. So take your time, enjoy your rest. Otherwise, you can slowly start to get into position. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Opposite arm, opposite leg working. Back is flat. 1. 2. 3. 4, halfway. 5. 6. 7, one more, each side. And 8, and done. Rest, shake it out. Take your breather. Enjoy that rest. You can feel free to stay on the ground, or you can get up and walk around your space if you'd like to as well. All right, 15 more seconds, and then it's time for that final round. Get ready, get in position. Starting 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Working side 1. Or switching. That's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5, over halfway. 6, last 2 to each side. 7, last 1, and 8, and done. Great job. Shake it out, take a breather. We are going to be staying on the ground for this next one. I'm going to use just a little bit of a heavier weight, just 1 dumbbell for this one. We're going to be in a seated position. We're going to be working that core a little bit more. We are going to be doing our eccentric lowers with a chest press. So what this is going to look like is we're going to be holding on to just one weight, one hand on each end of that dumbbell. Starting in a nice seated position, feet flat, legs bent. Sitting up as tall as you can. We're going to have that weight right at our chest. From here, we're going to lower that chest down towards the ground, going as low as we can. Once you go as low as you can, you're going to add that chest press. So elbows are going to straighten, reaching those arms out, in, and then sitting back up nice and tall. So we lower, we press out, in, and up. We're going to be doing 10 reps. If you need to, feel free to do this without any weight. You can just do that hand motion, leaning back, reaching up, before sitting back up nice and tall. Grab those weights if you're using them. Excuse me, we're gonna start in 3, 2, 1. Here we go, lowering as far as you can. Adding that chest press. And up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The lower you go, the harder this is. 6, 7, 8. 2 more. 9 and 10. Great job. Shake it out. Take your breather. Enjoy your rest. We're gonna do 2 more rounds of this one. You can feel free to stay seated or stand up and move out your space. Stretching that core out. Maybe walking those hands back, getting a little bit of a shoulder stretch here. We're gonna start back up in 30 seconds. So take your time. After this final exercise, we will end with a little bit of a cool down and a stretch to get those muscles on their way to recovery. All right, grab those weights. We're gonna start in 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's work, lean back, chest press, and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great job. Shake it out. Take your breather. We're going to take about 45 more seconds of rest. And then we're going to go back into our third and final round. Feel free to add any stretches during your rest break. Maybe opening those hips a little bit. We're going to start in just 15 seconds. So feel free to return to that seated position, legs bent, feet flat, grabbing that weight. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's work. Last exercise, last round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, last 2, 9, and 10. Great job. Feel free to stay in the seated position. We're going to do a few stretches, beginning with those shoulders first. I want you to reach those hands back behind your body. Fingers are pointed away from those glutes. We're just going to slowly walk those hands out and back. Once you feel a nice stretch in those shoulders, lifting that chin, lifting that chest up. Inhaling through your nose. Exhaling out through your mouth. One more breath here. And exhale, walking those arms back up. We're going to switch to a hip stretch next. So for this hip stretch, I want you to widen your stance. Bringing one leg out to each side. Hands can be resting back behind our hips. All we're going to do first is dropping both knees down and over towards the right. Trying to get those legs as close to the ground as you can. Trying to keep a nice 90-degree angle at that knee joint. Sitting up nice and tall. Inhaling through your nose. Exhaling through your mouth. Letting those muscles relax into the stretch. One more breath here. On that exhale, lifting those knees back up. And then dropping those legs over and down to that left side. Same thing here. Keeping that nice 90-degree angle with both legs. On this last exhale, go ahead and lift those knees back up. We're going to flip it over to our hands and our knees. We are going to tuck our toes under, slowly straightening those legs, lifting those hips up, dropping those shoulders down towards the ground, going into our nice downward dog position. Feeling that nice stretch down the backs of your legs. Let's add a few knee pumps, bending one knee, straightening the other, and switch. Alternating side to side, trying to actively press that heel down on that straight leg side. One more, each side. And then we're just gonna slowly walk our feet in towards our hands, transferring that weight to our feet. And then slowly rolling on up to a standing position. Stacking one vertebrae on top of the other. Your head's the last thing to come up. Big shoulder roll back. The last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna work those forearms just a little bit. So I want you to take your hands, placing your hands and palms together. Elbows are gonna be out wide. We're gonna lower our hands down towards our belly button until we feel like our palms are going to separate. Once we're at that position, we're going to tilt our fingers down towards the ground. And then back up. We're gonna do 5 here. And the last one. And relaxing out of that. Shake it out and give yourself a pat on the back. Great work today, everyone. Thank you so much for joining our dumbbell strength. I hope you have a great rest of your day and see you next time.